I'm just gonna go out there and give it my all like I always do, put everything on the line, and hopefully I win. I fought this Mexican guy in Mexico, and I fought at 147. I dropped down from like 200 pounds, and I was having problems with a previous manager, so I went to Mexico to drop down the weight, and then my uncle got me a fight in Mexico at 147. That's what I dropped down to, and I wasn't comfortable at the weight, and then I was far away from my family. I was staying with my uncle, so that kind of affected me. And I went down in the first round, towards the end of the first round, and I wasn't there mentally, so my uncle he just told me to stay down, so I just took the knee. It just, you know, it wasn't my night that night. I didn't feel comfortable at 147, and then I linked up with Charlie Perez and Ruben Castanon, and then we came back over here, and he said, you know, what weight you want to fight at? I told him we would fight at 140. And then he got me a few fights, and we won them all till I faced off with Byrn. It was a really tough fight. I had the dude hurt in the first round, and I thought I could finish him off. And the dude was really strong, and he was in really good shape. I figured, you know, I hurt him the first round. He's gonna come out kind of hurt, but no, he was in tremendous shape. He came out and we went toe to toe. I went down. I think it was the third round. It wasn't like I was hurt. He caught me in a bad stance. Actually, all three of my knockdowns were kind of awkward. You know, it was never hurt. I was never hurt. You know, I hurt the guy like 3-4 times, and I couldn't finish him off. He was in really good shape. Every time I seemed to hurt him, he would always box, move around, and then we went toe to toe. I lost, I think, by 3 points, you know? So you figure if he wouldn't have dropped me those 3 times, it would have been a draw, or it could have been close, you know? So we tried to get the rematch against him, and he didn't want to take it, you know? There's an interview on him on YouTube, and they asked him who his toughest opponent was, and he said that was his toughest opponent. We wanted to get the rematch, but you know, he didn't want to get it. I don't blame him. It was a tough fight, you know? You know what? I think a lot of people, when they see my record and they see I don't have a lot of knockouts on paper, they go based on like, oh, this guy can't punch, or this guy's just gonna run. But I consider myself a tough opponent, and I think it like, you know, they probably thought I was on my way down or something. But the fight with Ariz, you know, it was a really tough fight. The first one was really tough, but I thought I pulled it off. They gave us a draw. We were fighting in his hometown. His promoter was throwing the fight, you know, and then I was a little bummed out. And they offered us the rematch, and I was like, nah, I don't have anything to prove to the guy, you know. And then Thompson said he would headline us as a main event there, you know, and he would sign me if I would beat the guy. So we said, all right, we'll take the chance and have a little bit of backing, you know. So mostly I don't have a promoter. I didn't have a promoter, so basically I was mostly the opponent, you know. So I had to earn my fight. So after beating Ariz the second time, they said, okay, they signed us on paper and everything, and then they threw Hector Serrano. We had sparred him before. We knew he was tough, but I thought I could beat him, and you know, we stopped him in the 8th round. Actually, we had 3 opponents, and they all pulled out. And then maybe it was like 2 weeks ago, they said that Santo Pakau, and we said, you know, we're training hard. It doesn't matter, you know, just bring him on, and you know, we'll deal with it. You know, I know he has a lot of experience, but we're working really hard. I'm not a dumb fighter, you know. We're just gonna have to adjust to whatever he throws at us. We know he likes to clinch a lot, so we've been working on our boxing skills. I'm more of a boxer counterpuncher, so if he comes at me, it's gonna be our fight. If he doesn't want to come at us, we'll adjust and we'll go after him. I'm going to try to stop this guy and, you know, look good in front of everybody. I'm just going to go out there and give it my all like I always do, put everything on the line, and hopefully I win.